Yo guys, welcome to the Zelda fiction. Today we are gonna see, what if Naruto was the emperor of the Alvarez Empire and got harem? Part 2. If you end up liking this video, please consider subscribe, so without further ado, let's get into the video. It's been 4 days Naruto and Hinata left the village without anyone, minus Naruto and Hinata true friends, knowing, and 1 day is left for Naruto official banishment. Now everyone in the village knows that Naruto is banished from the village for hurting their Uchiha Sasuke in the S-rank retrieval mission. Majority of the villagers and third of the shinobi forces supports the Gondai Hokage Tsunade and council members, minus Shikaku, Inoichi, Chauza, Ankai, Hiashi, but also supported by the fire daimyo to banish demon, without even aware of the Sandaime plans that used to make Naruto village weapon. If they even aware of that, then they will support it even more. Villagers is happy that they finally getting their wish that Naruto will be thrown out of the village, but some villagers wants him dead, just for only he have QB, but they still satisfied that they don't have to tolerate him in future. Those who don't like banishment order are Tenchi and his daughter Aim, Kurenai, Tenten, Rock Lee, Anko, Anbu Commander, Anbu Captain Yugao, Hyuga Clan, except for Hyuga elders and their supports, Nara Clan, Yamanaka Clan, Kurama Clan, Akimichi Clan, and some villagers and shinobi, who see that Naruto is a person not the brat that villagers see. When the banishment order announced in public on that time, nearly every single person in younger generation hear that someone get banished, while old generation is happy about this. They can't understand why all the villages is happy about. They know that they have seen them many times and, other than doing pranks, which is not harmful other than his recent retrieval mission and nothing more. Official banishment is announced today in the morning, and everyone who's supporting this banishment are now preparing to make this banishment spectacle out of Naruto in front of whole village. When he was officially banished, even Tsunade and all their supporters is also helping the villagers and to make Naruto feel like he been never wanting in here or in any place in the world. When Naruto is about to officially banished from the village, Tsunade will revoke the Sandaime Hokage law about Naruto and the Jinchuriki of the QB on that time. Every supporters of Naruto who doesn't know this will turn on him. By doing this they will literally turning village against him and telling him there is no one see him as a human. Tsunade herself looking forward to banishment ceremony in which she will gain lot of money which she used to buy lots of sake for herself and get satisfaction that she getting every bit of revenge from the blonde demon and to his mother, especially who humiliate her in front of whole shinobi council. Nearly 20 years ago Naruto mother Uzumaki Kushina is become getting stronger than her. Kushina get her S-rank Kunoichi status by killing all the members of Kiri no Shinobigatana Shinshin and Shu, 7 shinobi swordsmen of the mist, and also take out full company of Anbu Black Ops of Kiri, mist, by herself, which even Tsunade herself having problem. Due to this she became first female Kunoichi in the Element Nations, who get flee at side order not only from the Kiri, but Kumo, Cloud, as well. Tsunade herself get S-rank ninja status, but in reality she knows that she is A-rank Kunoichi, but when she use creation rebirth technique which heal her any wounds in matter of seconds, due to this, she get S-rank status. When Kushina get the same status as her, nearly all female look up to both of them, which she didn't like it because in her opinion, Kushina has no right to stand as same level as her, she only see her as a lowly fish and nothing more. But Kushina get even lot of attention and respects from Shinobi Council which made her mad, so she challenged her in a duel where she lost badly, even she was hospitalized nearly full month. On that time she vowed to take revenge from her, but Kushina was dead after giving birth to Naruto in QB attack, so she take all her hatred out on her son when her sensei tell her about his plan. Naruto other so-called friends also shows true colors when they hear that Naruto is banished from Hai no Kuni, Land of Fire. First one who shows his color is none other than Kiba from Inuzuka clan. Kiba hate Naruto for 2 reasons. First he carries the QB and second Hinata like Naruto, which Kiba don't like it because when he was young, when Hinata mother was still alive on that time, his mother told him that Hinata is just like her mother and will become beautiful in future. From that point he want Hinata more than anything else. He even create lot of problem for her, like told every civilian girls to not become her friend if they do their family get hurt. Even paid upperclassmen to bully her so he can save her and thus become her hero, but Naruto somehow always interfere in his plan by saving Hinata. Because of that he used some of his clan member to beat Naruto so that he will not get along with Hinata. He then tried to become Hinata friend, but Hinata always reject his friendship. Then he used indirect approach by become Naruto friend, but after some time both Hinata and Naruto stopped talking to each other, but still Hinata always liked Naruto. His mother is also help him when he became Genin, she with the help of Sandaime, who put Hinata, Kiba and Shino together in Kurenai, who actually want Hinata. Naruto and Shino in her team, which she don't get it because of Sandaime plans, but all the time he spent with Hinata, he's still unable to become her friend. But now her crush is going to be kicked out of the village and he will make Hinata his own personal bitch and also he want to settle some score with Naruto for humiliating Chunin exam in front of others and because of that he gets some sore lecture from his mother. The other person who shows his true color like Kiba is Shino. Shino hate Naruto because when QB attack on the village his clan compound is completely destroyed and also lot of his clan member dead because they are not fast enough and also use their insect to absorb QB chakra which is totally harmful to them. But Aburami clan have antidote of anything but they can't cure themselves when their insect absorbs some of QB chakra and return to them which affected them most of member killed because they absorb lot of chakra while others who survived from this have to take force retirement because their chakra coil getting nearly destroyed. Some member may able to join back but it takes nearly 6 to 7 years. When Shino joined academy his father told him to observe him and don't get too friendly which he followed it. On that time his father Shibi give him order as a clan head used his own insect and tried to absorb as much chakra of Naruto and come back every day as can so they able to create antidote of QB chakra poison so they can used it power but failed miserably because they unable to get any kind of QB chakra when they were on academy. But when Naruto used QB chakra on Chunin exam finals Aburami clan tried to get some of QB chakra but for some reason it fade away quickly. Here his clan never considers Naruto as a human or living being, they only consider him as a weapon to use as they liked. Next person is Konohamaru, who tell everyone that he never consider Naruto to his elder brother because he was the reason why his grandmother is dead, even his friends Mogi and Yuden also hate him the most after all, they are the grandchildren of elders council members. When they hear that Naruto is banishment order from Gon Daime and Fire Daimyo they become very happy. They only follow him because so that they can take his revenge from Naruto by killing him, but all the time he somehow get away, but now there is no thing that can stop him. He even from some plan so that they can hurt him more before he left the village and by that get some sort of satisfaction. Even his uncle Asuma also help him in something like repaying the demon favors. Sakura is the next one who heard what Hokage-sama telling the entire village about. When she heard that Naruto is the one who carry QB inside in him, she then calling for his death along with other agree on that, but ignore, because if they kill him, then demon get his full power back somehow and will come back for them and finish what started 12 years ago. So they quickly put aside that thought. Sakura mother's also helping her and even providing some type of ticket or even rotten food so they can throw at demon when he leave the village. All in all those people who pretend to be Naruto friends or even care now shows their true color and ready to pay back. But they will never get chance because he already escaped to the village with Hinata. They don't even know with this banishment how things going to change in future, even if they know. Training Ground 10 of Konoha. In Training Ground 10 Team 9 and 10 members are standing in the middle of ground. All of them are very angry because many things happen in last 4 days. First things Naruto is banished from the Konoha and Hai no Kuni, then Tsunade tell everyone about Naruto bin QB, which is practically lie, and they know it, and then every single one they thought Naruto friends are nearly turn their back on them and denounce him as a demon, monster and many more things. Then Tsunade call all of them in the morning in her office after telling village about Naruto's secret and want to know their opinion, in which they find out Sakura, Kiba, Shino, Iruka, Kakashi and Guy see Naruto as a demon. They pretend as his friends while in Iruka case as his older brother because they want to ensure his loyalty to the village and also submitted his will to Konoha council member which they able to get his loyalty but unable to submitted his will to them and now he is banished from the village. There is no reason for them to pretend it in front of Naruto like they care about him. When Tsunade listen everyone have betrayed people she became very happy but then frown when she hear that other are not see him as a QB but as a hero of the villager which village forsaken it after that she became very angry and tell them they will see him as a demon and that Hokage order to which they ignore it but Tsunade want to do something to them but ignore it because she has another thing that she want them to do. Then she order Naruto old classmate and Team Guy to attack him when he officially leave the village, so they finally able to break his will which Kiba, Sakura, Shino as well as Suma, Guy, Kakashi and Iruka are more than do willingly but leave him alive. The other who doesn't follow those order are Choji, Ino, Shikamaru, Niji, Rock Lee, Tenten and Kurenai because they are not going to do it which made Tsunade and others very angry and tell them if they don't follow her order then they will be fired from their jobs because they don't follow their Hokage order. Then Shikamaru tell her that they can't do it because they are belong from the prestigious clan of Konoha and nearly all of them are clan heirs unlike Naruto who don't belong from any clan, but he is alright and second Niji, Tenten and Kurenai are under Hyuga, Nara, Akimichi, Yamanaka and Kurama clan protection. Also Shikamaru said that they can't fire them from their respected job because that power is only held by the Jonin commander, which is Shikamaru dad Shikaku, and only he can do it, even Hokage him or her don't have any right in this matter. This makes Tsunade and others are very angry because they think by telling Naruto's secret they will see them as a QB unlike their parents and then they will attack him by her order, but it's not possible for now. After that they all leave her office without saying or even hear any of them, but they were so much angry at Tsunade and all those people who they consider as friends. They're soon out of their thoughts when they sense 3 people are coming from them and all of them look and find out Kiba, Sakura and Shino are coming toward them. When they see them soon everyone become very angry when they saw who is coming and they wanted to beat them to inch of their miserable live, but they able to held their anger at check and not wanted to get themselves in any types of troubles. Soon Kiba, Sakura and Shino joined them. None of them spoke any words to each other, hell even Ino is avoiding Sakura all the time for last 3 days and Niji with the help of other Hyuga member is able to keep Kiba and Shino away from to entering Hyuga clan compound. Seeing that none of them start to speak Sakura is the first one who break the silence. Hey guys good morning. Speak Sakura try to light some mood. Yeah I'm morning Sakura-san. Replied Ino almost lazy tone as Shikamaru while she and others looking away from them which made Sakura mad but didn't say anything but find one member are missing. Guys any of you seen Hinata-san? I haven't seen her for lately. Asked Sakura while looking over to the training ground to find Hinata but couldn't find her. When she thought about it she hasn't seen her since last week. Hinata-sama currently on the compound in her room. Replied Niji without even looking at them. Why is Hinata-chan in her room? Did something happen to her? Asked Kiba who don't see that when he add Chan and Hinata name, to which Niji have to hold himself so that he don't have to maim him, but hand on his shoulder help him calm down, which is belong to Tenten. She is not here because there is assassination attempt on her life nearly week ago. Niji lied to them. What? Do you say someone tried to assassinate Hinata-chan? How is she? Did you saw her before you came here? Tell me now. Kiba demand to Niji to tell him about Hinata when he hear that someone tried to assassinate his bitch. He start to move towards the Niji to find some answer, but he stop on his track when he felt killer intent, which is coming from both Niji and Tenten, which make him very nerves. When Niji see the Kiba is stop he stop his killer intent and take sign. Yes, I see her in morning before we came here. She was still in her room unconscious because of the medicines which were used by doctor, but will wake up after nearly 8 or 10 days. Before you ask me why she is unconscious is because nearly a week ago when we were treated on hospital after completing that mission, she is trained by her father in advanced style of Hyuga clan. After that when she is nearly get on the style she has fight with one of the main member of the Hyuga clan and only allowed to using that particular style that she just learned which other members tell me that she have yet to get those style under her, but on that fighter response time is very slow and due to which she was beating by her opponent and was going to finishing blow which could kill her. If Hiashi-sama himself interfere and that man was kill on the spot. After that Hiashi-sama take Hinata-sama to his personal clan doctors and find out she had several fracture and lot of internal bleeding. After stable her condition doctor suggests that she will take rest for nearly 2 months and another 2 before she fit to joining any her kunoichi duty. Due to Hinata-sama injuries and attempt to murder on her life, Hiashi-sama nearly forbid every single member of clan not to go in her room, only selected few are allowed to see her in which me also. Also there is message which was given by Hiashi-sama to you teammate is you are not allowed to enter in compound to see Hinata-sama, but your sensei is allowed to enter compound, but to meet her, she must have to get her permission to himself. So I kindly suggest not show your faces in front of compound for nearly 2 months or you will face Hiashi-sama wrath personally. Answered Niji in which both member of teammate gulped when they hear about Hiashi warning to which they don't say anything, but inside both of them have different thought running in their minds. When Kiba hear that Hinata is injured he want to see her so that he can make move on her, but when he hear that Hinata father forbidden him and Shino to enter on Hyuga compound for 2 months, if he disobey Hiashi order and try to meet Hinata, then Hinata father will maim him, and he didn't want that happen. Shino on other hand think current situation happen in last 2 week. One hand he hear demon got banished, while on other hand, he hear Hinata has assassination attempt on her live while she spare with her fellow clansmen and got injured badly and out of action for 4 months, but not allowed to see her, even Hinata team, well Kurenai may allow to see her if only Hiashi allowed it. Shino also know that Hinata have 2 dreams, one is to help demon as much she can and marry him in future and other is to abolish the use of caged bird Ceylon branch member of Hyuga clan and combine main and branch family and become as one true family. Due to this elder and their supporters of Hyuga clan are not pleased with Hinata because of this, they try to threat Hinata to give her silly dream or she will face consequences and because of that Hinata develops sly, weak and undetermined personality, but somehow she get her strength for see demon determinations and because of that she able to become Kunoichi. In Shino opinion there is something going on in Hyuga clan, like some sort of coup d'etat happening, in which elders are trying to take over clan by killing Hinata. But in his mind something is even big going on that he and others don't see it. If he has brain like Shikamaru, then he might find out what is this all about. When Sakura hear this she just show concern look on her face, but inside in her mind, she is almost happy that someone try to kill Hinata, but frown when she hear that Hinata live saved by Hiashi. She thought if Hinata is end up and dead, then she get some sort of revenge on Naruto, because Hinata loved Demon N for her death, and find that Hinata love him when she tell him, it will hurt him even more that there is someone who love him. While others hear Niji's story why they don't see them for last week, they know why he tell them lie about Hinata been injured, because after they left Naruto apartment, their fathers come home late at night, tell them Naruto and Hinata left village together. They also see that Kiba is mad about unable to see Hinata, Shino don't show any type of reaction, but they know he must think about what going on Hyuga clan and Sakura, who show concern look, but they know she hate Hinata, most because Hinata love Naruto more than anyone. Oh. I hope she is alright. Said Sakura in concerned voice. Yeah, I hope so. But I don't understand. Why member of same clan try to kill Hinata-san, it doesn't see logical explanation, what does he get for killing Hinata-san? If he able to kill Hinata-san in front of Hiashi-sama and other members they will still kill him. Why he take risk? It doesn't even make sense. What he get for killing Hinata-san? Ask Shino who is still confusing all the things happen around village. Troublesome. Matter Shikamaru. This got everyone attention on him and all of them looking for him for some kind of answer. Shikamaru see that all of them looking at him he only sign, then tell them what going on. Well we all know about Hinata-san dream don't you? Ask to them to which all of them nod their head, we know that how main clan member especially elder of her clan, were trying to put her some kind of their own training, that all the main member of Hyuga follow, but in case of Hinata-san, she don't like all those rules which make them mad, and someone used one of the main clan member who was chose to fight her on that time. But whatever it is we don't know and I know very well that Niji-san is knows more than he letting on this, but it will fall on Hyuga clan business, which means that outside interference are not allowed, as long as Hiashi-sama doesn't want it, even it means Hokage help, because when it comes to clan matter, she doesn't have right to interfere in them, as long it not affect on Konoha in any process. Is it right Niji-san? That's right Shikamaru-san. As long we find out ourself who is behind this, or as long our doctor is able to save the life of Hinata-sama, we don't need others' help because it's clan matter and we can handle ourself. Stated Niji and others clan heirs also understand that because they know that every clans have their own rules and regulations. But still it's assassination attempt on one of the Hyuga heirs, and she also a Kunoichi of the leave, so that means village can interfere in this matter, and Sakura trying to reasoning with them, but cut off by the Shikamaru. Sakura-san I thinks you forget about Konoha Law 47, which is created when village is built by the Shodaime Hokage Senju Hashirama and Uchiha Madara on that time, when others clans are wanted to join this village. Others clans are allowed joining the village, as long as they swearing their loyalty to the Hokages and Fire Daimyo, by protecting Hai no Kuni and their people, in which our village is also in them. Also every clans have allowed to keep their clan's laws to themselves and their secret which they don't want to share to others, and also Hokages are not allowed to interfere in any of the clan matter as long as it doesn't affect the village security. In case of Hinata it is same. While it is true that when it come on assassination attempt in any of the ninja, even it come to clan heads and heirs village can interference on it, but they when shinobi is on leave or it is happen inside their clan boundary on that time Hokages and others can't interfere as long as clans itself doesn't wants. Answer Shikamaru in very calm tone. When Sakura and Kiba listed Nara explanation they then remember certain law which they learn on the time of their academy and then understand how every clans works in the village. Sakura then quickly put aside all the Hinata incident and want to get on the real business is really wants to talk to about to them. Okay then well let's move on to the other matter. Said Sakura in calm manner and quickly changing subject. Oh. What are you wanted to talk to us about Sakura-san? Ask Ino who is curious now what she want to talk to them about. Sakura look at Ino in very surprise and ask Ino you know what we want to talk to about. Ino on her part just shrugged her shoulder and asked well would you please enlighten us already Haruno-san. We don't have free time like you do. We are busy. We don't have all day. Now she has become very irritated to pink-haired Banshee. Sakura take back when Ino who she consider her friend rival who used her family name instead of her name or nickname she give to her when they were chasing after Sasuke to make him fall in love to them, but that change after Chunin exam and invasion of Suna Odo. Ino is no longer chasing after Sasuke and now focus on learning about more of the clan jutsu and training for now on. Sakura again ignore Ino who is getting more and more angry to Sakura who just wasting their precious time. Well Ino pig you know it's about demon. Answer Sakura he is going to banished from the village and Hai no Kuni and all our allies' country tomorrow. Me, Kiba and Shino are trying to see you for the last 3 days, but you guys just keep avoiding us, but now we find you we just want to know what your plans for tomorrow. Well, you know we don't have any plan, Haruno-san. Answered Choji first time. What, you guys don't have any plan for tomorrow to hurt the demon who hurt us, deceives us, play with our feelings, killing all those people 12 years when he was in his true form, and more importantly he tried to kill Sasuke-kun. He hurt Sasuke-kun a lot, but thanks to Tsunade-sama he is getting better, and soon he will able to return to join active duty. Answered Sakura, who doesn't even see that all Naruto friends were trying to control their anger. I knew it. Naruto is QB. I knew there is something off about him. Whenever I'm near him I always smell his scent and he always give me the scent of fox. So in order to find out why he always scent like fox, so I go to my mother to find out, and what I find out. He is the QB in human form that was defeated by Yondaime Hokage and seals all his power inside him and only leaves his shell QB in human form. When I hear it I want to kill him, but my mother stopped me, said that if I try to kill him, he will retaliate and he will kill me, so in order to kill him, my mother said to try to befriend with QB and used him in order to escape Sensei Arath when we on academy. And it feels so good when I see that he get punished by Sensei or beat by those mobs and failed all those exams. But when we became Genin and take Chunin exam he beat me by using his QB power in front of my mate. I know that damn fox will show a true color. Kiba ranted about how great he is than Naruto. I knew that Baka was unnatural. Now I see he's really the QB. He always have energetic and always have freaking stamina while we able to do workout for half day, but he can go on non-stop for 3 days before his stamina run out. Good thing that Kakashi sensei never teach him anything. Imagine a demon learn more of our ninja tricks and he became very strong. At least now he will remain weak like always because he is a dope. Only way he able to beat Sasuke-kun because he used QB power to save his sorry ass, or else he will get himself killed. You know what, I just hope he was getting killed by Sasuke or those entire missions we do take when he was on Team 7, but somehow he always survived. I just hope he will live very painful, pathetic life outside the village. No one really care for him. I'm sure his real parents were also left him because he was containing QB inside his body and his soul is already tainted with QB power. Last time I see him I really beat him to the ground, but next time I see him, I'm going to punch his tiny brain out of his skull and rip out his guts for what he did to Sasuke-kun. Said Sakura, with Kiba and Shino also agree with her and help her in possible future. The Hokage says he's been officially banished from Konoha. We just have to patient in hopes that demon is dumb enough to return or hide out in a nearby country so we can have a short at him, take him out in near future. After all, Sakura-san always hitting his head on multiple time with all her force so that his brain made damage, so that he can't think logically, and all those things he learned in academy are false, so we can't survive outside the village by its own. We also know that he can't keep quiet forever and will do some idiotic things which lead him death. All we do now is to get ready to humiliate him in front of whole village tomorrow. Added Shino in his emotionless voice. You know guys, you sicken me, Sakura-san, Kiba-san, Shino-san. Said Tenten, who now nearly lost his cool after hearing all of them say bad mouth about her friend who helped his teammate to get over with Destiny Carp. What are you talking about? Asked Sakura before she fell down in ground after sensing Kai which is coming from Tenten, while Kiba having trouble to stand on ground and Shino who don't show any emotion but some sweat appeared on his face. You hear me, Yubaka? For someone who is top Kunoichi, bookworm, fangirl, lost puppy to Uchiha trader, dog mutt who looking all those women like every woman belonged to him and even try to rape them with his own eyes. Hell, he even looked his own sister and mother like she is just a piece of meat that only exists to help him contain his sexual desire. A guy who is second genius to lazy ass Nara over there who looking a cloud right now. You who always think with logical before taking action, but right now you are just fools like all those people in the village who think Naruto is a QB. And last not but least Uchiha trader who always thinks himself as some kind of elite and always given everything in silver plate which he doesn't even deserve. He even think himself as some kind of kami-sama and we have to grateful that he live in this village or he let us live in this village. He only thought about how he gets more power so that he killed his father who killed his clan and left him alive. He even can't see someone stronger than him. He doesn't even give shit about others, and you know Haruno-san, he don't even give shit about you, heck he don't even acknowledge your presence. Remarked Tenten. You know what? You guys don't even know the basic about how sealing work. Asked Tenten, in which she get no reply from them, which make her angry that how Sakura even become Kunoichi of the year when she don't even know about Fuinjutsu, art of sealing, and Shino, who consider the second sharpest guy in academy after Shikamaru and Kiba, who look like he hear whole new think. She then sign and then take out kunai from and throw in ground and looking at them. Well, let me tell you about something. You see the kunai? Asked Tenten, and getting node from others, let assume this is training ground is village right now and this kunai is something that which was given to the villagers. Well, villagers keep their kunai for their own security from thief and bandit, while shinobi like us who use this to either protected the village or killed our enemy. Suppose when we get some more powerful weapon in future which help even more to protect us from over enemy, but we can't keep on the inside houses or any of the important building, so if someone try to use those weapon against us or get in hand of our enemy, and also unable to carry on every place you go with it. Are you getting what I'm saying? Asked Tenten, to which after some time they all nod their head. So there is few choices left, like leave in one of the important building with more security, which leave two conclusions. One is villagers are getting suspicious, as well as other villages spy. Second is leaving the village with less security because others are grading that weapon. This is where Fuinjutsu comes. When you used Fuinjutsu you can seal anything you want in anything, like in piece of paper, scroll, or even in human body. All you have to do is use proper type of sealing so that it can seal it. If seals are not proper then it can even dangers to us. When you seal in these objects which are easily able to carry around without even others knowing. That's how I carry those weapons in my scrolls, because in scroll I seals these entire weapon which are harder for me to carry with my hand and do missions and training. It's even more comfortable when I seal them in scroll. Even our own exploding tags are also made by using Fuinjutsu. The only downside is not everyone can learn this art because it is more complicated than all those others arts. I know this because I learned it from my uncle before he passed away. I can use make scrolls, exploding tags and others things which only come on knowledge of level 4 in Jiraiya. The Toad-san is level 6 and he thing call himself as a seal master. For become seal master you have to master all its level, then you call themself as seal master. Tenten then continued, now come on the Biju case. There are 9 Biju in Element Nation and every village has its own Biju. All those villages are fear form the Biju because they are so much powerful that they can destroy village whenever they want. We have our own example QB who attack our village 12 years ago, which nearly destroy our village. So all of the village do one thing, and that is they seal Biju, but they have so much power, so that can't even seal in piece of paper or scrolls, so only thing they can seal in human, and not any kind of human, but human child who ages must be less than 1 year, because after 1 year child develops some of chakra coils in their body, and if they used adult to seal the Biju, then their chakra coils will get overloaded by Biju chakra and killing him or her, and also let Biju also getting free. That why the Yondai may seal Biju in Naruto-san who born on that night, so that its chakra can be overloads and killed him, so that he can use his chakra without harming others. And for your information, if you think killing Naruto-san also killed QB then you are baka, because for what I learned from the library is that QB is made of massive chakra, and even if we killed its bodies it will reform again, and same goes to the others Bijus as well. Naruto-san is a jailer, while QB his prisoner. Don't think Naruto-san and QB are same thing, they are different. Explained Tenten about the concept of sealing and Biju to everyone. There is no way that demon is human. My mother told me he is a demon and this is verified by Tsunade-sama who is our Hokage. Even Jiraiya-sama who is looked after for demon for few months also said that he is a demon. If they said Baka is a demon then he is a demon. That's all I want to know. There is cold days in hell, I even consider demon is not a demon. He should be grateful that we left him alive for now, but know this his time will come. When Sasuke-kun do what Yondaime can't do, he will kill demon and will avenge all those who he killed by demon hand. Snap Sakura who is getting angry because Tenten said bad mouth about her Sasuke, who calling him traitor while thinking Naruto is a human, not his demon. Sakura not only one who don't think Naruto is not a demon, but a human. Kiba and Shino are also same boat as her because when they were young, their parents always tell them that Naruto is a QB, which make Naruto as a demon and don't too friendly with him or he might hurt them. So it's very hard from them consider him as human. They also agree on Sakura last part in because all the time he ever gets beating was from Inuzuka and Aburami clan members, they left him alive or they may able to kill demon all those years ago. Naruto should be grateful about that village allowed him to live all those years. Well, he is not, because this village should be grateful that he allowed those villagers to let them abuse him, beat him, spats him, otherwise he has all those time in which he can allow QB to take over his body and destroy this village. He may even become worse than what we know Gaara-san who regains his sense after the Chunin exam. If Naruto-san allowed QB to take over his body then nearly half of the villagers has already been end up death. Remarked Shikamaru who is now unable to control his anger and was on last boat before he leash out and beat Sakura, Kiba and Shino to their inch of their life. You hear me this Haruno-san? For someone who is Kunoichi of the year and consider have all the knowledge of all those books and consider by others as a bookworm, you are a stupid and lack the perception to see the truth because she can't see anything other than her Sasuke-kun. We know that Gaara-san who also same as Naruto-san who carry the Ichibi inside him was also treated badly as Naruto-san in his own village. Both of them growing up by themselves, but things different was while Naruto-san care every one of them in the village, while Gaara-san who only care for himself. Naruto-san is the one who saved this village from total annihilation. Said irritate Ino, who has also become more and more angry to Sakura and her two companions. It is proves that Naruto is a monster if Gaara is just like him. Said Sakura before she felt killer intent which was coming from Neji and Shikamaru too, which she quickly shut up. You foolish fangirl, if you think Naruto-san is monster then tell me. Who was the one who saved your and your team life whenever you're on the mission? A mission whom I find out is high for any kind of newly graduate from the academy nearly a month ago without even getting proper training. Who was it save you and your precious Sasuke-kun when you taking Chunin exam? Who was it that saved you from the Gaara-san deathly grip? Who was it that defeated Gaara-san in combat during the invasion of Tsuno-Odo? It was Naruto. He was the one who saved your pathetic miserable life, or he is the one who saved your life more than you think. He was there for you when you were rejected by your Sasuke for date and try to lift your spirit by offering to go on date with you. He was there when you need to beat something, he present himself so that you release your anger. He was there when your Sasuke-kun left the village and he promise you he will bring him back for you so that you can acknowledge his existence. When he bring traitor Uchiha back who give him two Chidori on his chest in which one is very close to his heart but able to seduce him. Instead of getting thank from you, what did he get from you and the village? He get beat down by you, banished from the village and all its allies, terminated his summoning contract to Toad, and even passed the law by the Toads and Slugs that he will not get any other summoning contract in near future. But more importantly, this village spat on Yondai may wish to see Naruto-san as a hero, but what he got, he see as demon, monster, demon spawn and many more things. Said Neji, who is keeping Rock Lee with the help of Tenten and Choji in his grip, who want to use his Goken style to beat the crap out of his old-time crush, and by the passing minutes it become even more difficult. And before any of you said any other bad things about Naruto-san which we don't like it. So we just have said this leave before situations become even worse than now. Otherwise you guys end up getting joined the hospital for the time being. Said Choji, who is also getting angry the way Kiba, Shino and Sakura is bad mouth about his second best friend Naruto. He don't like when people bad mouth about his friends. When Sakura, Kiba and Shino see that their old classmates are now on getting hostile towards them, they chose wisely to keep their mouth shut because they all know very well that they are heavily outnumbers, plus they all are royally pissed. They don't have any choice and decide to leave, maybe they will have some talk after they cool down, and then they will see that who truly Naruto is demon. Before you all take leave. I just have to say something. Said Ino, which halt all three of them and turn back to look at her. Consider this as a final meeting as a friend for now on, because our friendship is over, and don't show you faces in front of us anymore, because for this point on Yamanaka, Nara, Akimichi, Yuga are not friends with Inuzuka, Aburami, Sarutobi and Senju clan, but also we are now mortal enemy of Uchiha and all those civilian council members and their respected families. You guys are not allowed in set foot on our clan compounds, if you do you will consider as an intruder and will be punished accordingly. Even Hokage-san can't do anything herself, can't do anything. One more thing, Haruno-san, you and your family are not even welcome in my family flower shop, and if you or your family show their ugly face in my family shop, then me and any one of members of my clan will throw you and your family out on street. Finish Ino, who along with everyone else also nodding their head that they will also stand with same decision with Ino and others are very serious about their threat. Three of them want to say something, but didn't say anything and leave before things are getting even more messy than it is right now. When Sakura, Kiba and Shino left they all become clam down and sit on the ground while in Shikamaru's case he lay down and looking over the clouds. All of them sit like this for few minutes. Hey guys, I just thinking about something for the last 2 weeks after we come back from the retrieval mission. Suddenly said Shikamaru, who getting others' attention. What is it, Shikamaru? Asked Choji, who taking out bag of chip out of nowhere and start eating it while Tenten, Neji and Lee see this are getting sweat droop. What the hell? When did he take out bag of chips and start eating it? I didn't even see it. Were the collected thought of those three, well Ino who just signed because after spending so much time with him and lazy Nara getting used to it. Shikamaru also see this and expression of others and said troublesome under his breath and didn't care about what his friend doing. Well, you guys know how the mission goes. Right? Asked lazy Nara while others nod. Yes. You guys did succeed your mission while Neji-kun, Choji-san, Naruto-san and Mud are getting injured badly, while you Shikamaru-san, who only broke his figure and Lee-san who got some scars on his body. Answered Tenten, who find out when retrieval team members coming back to hospital one by one and find out what happened. Yeah, after fighting the men get back there is something I just realized when we're recovering or getting recovered from their injuries. Said Shikamaru, who is referring to Neji and Choji who is still recovering from their injuries after from battle against Sound 4. Well, we may win our fight against Sound 4, or should I say Sound 5, and completely our mission with some miracles and sharp minds. It also shows us that there are so many things we have yet to learn. Not just our only clan style or techniques, but also other skills which our clans are not even learning. If we only learning about our clan style, then we just keeping ourselves for getting even more danger than right now. Stated Shikamaru seriously, which get others serious as well. How is that, Shikamaru-kun? Asked Rock Lee, who is now serious because after his fighting against Kimimaro, who is also member of the Sound 5, couldn't beat him with the help of Gaara. They were only able to survive because Kimimaro already dying, who just keep his body to beyond the limit so that he can able to beat Lee and Gaara. Troublesome, muttered Shikamaru, then looking at Lee. We all know that all our clans are specialized in specific thing which we all know, but also others as well. I'm not just talking about ourselves or others in the village. I'm talking about others' villages, because after fight 3 great wars every villages know about our clans and how we fighting those wars. I even sure that Iwa and Kumo are even teaching about us in their academy like ours. They might even develop some countermeasure against some of our clans, and if we fight them in near future, then we may end up getting dead. Finished Shikamaru, in which others are also agree with him because what he said it very true. If they continued fighting like in their clan style, then they will end up dead in near future. If not before 5 great nations again starting war. You're right, Shikamaru-san, when you put it on that way. So tell us what we should do so that we can avoid from happening. Asked Niji, who also agree with him, and possible tell this to Hiashi-sama so that he can avoid his clanmans end up dead. The thing is, if I tell you guys about this, there is some who may agree the thing which I'm going to suggest, while some not, because some of the clan traditional like Hyuga. The only thing we can do right now is to increase our arsenal, like learning other skill which our clan don't practices, such as Kenjutsu, Ninjutsu, Genjutsu, Medical Ninjutsu, and many others things, along with other type of Taijutsu, which is not using by our own clan. If we do that, then we become unknown to our enemy who is present outside and inside the village. It will also give us a edge, because if we fight them with all those new ability, then we may survive. Answered Shikamaru, who thinking after his fight with Tayuya, who completely outnumber and outsmart him everything. He only survived because Tamari no Sabaku, Gaara's sister from Suna, save his lazy ass before Tayuya deliver finishing blow. After that he come back village with her, and after some time he find out what happened on the mission and how his team under his command get injured badly. After that he meet his team and find out how their fight go with their opponent, and find out their enemy already know how to fight with them and counter his every move. After that he get back to his room and think about his and his team fight with Sound 5. He knows they knew about their move because of Orochimaru, who was one time part of the village before his defect and from his own village. Then something click in his mind that if Orochimaru come up with something like that, then there is the possibility that other villages also come up with their plan to counter them in future. So after thinking about for the last 2 weeks, then he come to the conclusion that if they come in this situation like that, then there is way for them to survive, is they have to learn something different which their enemy don't even think about, that like something about learning other than clan techniques. When other hears him first they don't want to accept it, but after hearing his explanation, they also agree with him. They know that their village already fights 3 great ninja wars, which their village wins no matters the odds, but if they fighting any other village in future, then they might lose to them. So all of them come to agree with Shikamaru ideas that they must learn something different other than they already know which is suitable to them in near future. You're right, Shikamaru. When you put it this way. We have to learn something other than our clan techniques. Replied Choji, who agree with him along with others. So hear me before we go home and think what we might want to learn it. First, all we need to do is go to our parents and tell them what we discussed it, and tell them that what we do to help us getting stronger. If our families agree with us, then they help us getting strong, or if not, then we all have to do is training in secrets, then we show them our power in front of all of them with success result. Also, I want you all to increase your training programs. Stated Shikamaru, with others nodding their heads. Okay guys, see you after 1 week. For now, ride in this training ground and tell us what we want to learn. If possible, we may able to help each others to learn different this. Also, we fight with each other every week to measure each other's strength and help others to catch up with us. Finished Shikamaru, with other also agree with him. After that they all left training ground to their respected home to discuss their plan with their family. Ichiraku family stand inside the village. Inside the Ichiraku family stand, both Tucci and Am are inside, but they don't open the door of the stand. They were sitting on the living room, which is top of the house. Both of them depressed that their special costumer, who they looked up as their own family member, got banished from the village for doing his job because he hurt the village precious Uchiha by using QP power. When both of them hear that Sasuke leave the village to join the Orochimaru for power, and Naruto and his team were sent to retrieve him, they were worried about his and other safety. When they come back, they find out mission were succeed, but all the members sent to Shikamaru got injured very badly. Naruto on the other hand got worse but made it alive somehow, but they are not allowed to see him because hospital staff stopped them to see him, to which they leave hospital after spending some time and get back home. Then after 2 days Naruto discharged her from the hospital, to which Ichiraku family concerned about his health and asked if he okay and he should we out like that, in which he replied that he completely fine. After that they asked him about his mission, in which he told everything, like how he and other fight with Sound 5 Shinobi, how he catch up to Sasuke, what he talked to Sasuke about and then fight, and how Naruto beat the crap out of Sasuke and drag his sorry ass to the village. He also tell that he used QB chakra to beat him because Sasuke also using Cruise Mark to its full level, in which he retailed by using QB chakra to its one tail. He also tells that how he didn't get treatment from the others, even Tsunade and Shizune herself don't come to heal him. When they hear this they all become confused because they thought Tsunade and Shizune looked up as their own family member before they even thought about even more he left after eating his ramen. After a week they find out from Shikamaru, who come to stand and tell that Naruto got banished for hurting Uchiha and using QB power by the Gondaime Hokage and the council, in which Nara, Akimichi, Yamanaka, Hyuga and Kurama clan are against it, but other also support by the Fire Daimyo for the village, but as well Hai no Kuni and their allied nations. When they hear this they become very angry at council, but they are more angry at Tsunade and Jiraiya because they know that both Tsunade and Jiraiya are godparents of Naruto and they just banished him like he is nothing more than some kind of tool to them because he became more and more powerful for them to keep him under control and throw him out of the village because of the Akatsuki. For Naruto and Mei destroyed the village and they don't need him anymore. When Tucci and AM asked about what happened in council room, in which Shikamaru tell which he informed after his dad come from the council meeting and tell him what happened, and by the end of the story, both of them pissed after hearing this. They can't believe that Sandaime and his supporters are behind every bad thing happened to Naruto because they want to make Naruto village weapon but failed miserably. Tsunade, Jiraiya, Kakashi, even Iruka and Konohamaru, who Naruto consider them as their brothers, are also behind all this plan, so Naruto will loyal to the village. When they hear this they want to hurt all those asshole, but they know very well no matter what they can't even hurt them and expose themselves in front of the whole village and tell them who they really are. So they swallow their anger and go straight to Naruto apartment to see him to find out how he's doing. When they reach to his apartment they meet with others who also find out Naruto banishment and they really care about him. When they go inside in Naruto apartment they see him packing his stuff in various scrolls. When Naruto see him he stop all his doing and meet with him, then everyone was trying to find out what actually happened, even they already know, but still want to hear his story, in meeting in which he tell them what happened. After that they just talk about small thing like where he may go, but before Naruto answer them Kakashi come his apartment said without looking at him said lot of bad thing to Naruto. He even went far called him traitor, trash and failure without even looking at him and threatened him to kill him if he showed himself in front him ever again and leave his apartment. They again swallow their anger, forget about it for now and again focus on Naruto and find that he don't even slight affected to him. He tell everyone just forget about him for now and began to tell his what happened. After that everyone bade their farewell by giving various things which help in his future journey. After that they all left his apartment and wish him luck in future in their mind. Next day Neji come in Ichiraku's shop and tell them that Naruto along with Hinata leave the village before council decide to make some type of show in front of whole village. When they find Naruto really leave the village they become very sad, but they now he have to leave or Danzo and others elders will capture Naruto when he out of the village and bring him back without others find out and start working to make him weapon of the village which they always wants for all those years. After that Neji leave the shop. After Neji leave they close the shop and don't even open it even for those customer who always eat ramen in his shop. They just sit in their house thinking about their time with Naruto who come in his stand to eat ramen all the time. First time he come in the shop and eats it when he doesn't have money, when he always does his pranking and tell them about what he do and many more other things. All the time they thinking about they spent with Naruto made them happy but sad that they will not see him few years. Soon Tucci get up from his chair and move to his study table and sit down on his chairs and take out one scroll from the drawer and took his pen from the table and write something in scroll. After few minutes he then finished what he writing on it and then rolled the scroll and sealed with his blood, which only opened by his and her daughter blood or the one who will received it. When he check all that everything was right in scroll, then go through various hand seals and then slash his hand on table while muttering some words under his breath. When he smash his hand on table scroll suddenly vanished from the table. When Tucci see this he smiled that his scroll will reach to his friends without even know the village. When he done he just signed before turn his gaze to his daughter who also looking at him curiously. Is it wise to tell them about this? I know Tucson you care for Naruto like he is your own child, but if they find out what happened, then they will get mad and burn the village to ground not even leave survivor. Ask AM to her father about the scroll which he sends to his friends. Yes, it has to be done. They must know about this, after all he is responsible of our until he lived in this village. But now Naruto is banished from the village and its entire allied nations, and not forget he is not alone. Hinata is also with him, so they need help, and I think they will help him. After all, Naruto is one of them. Answered Tucci while he shifted his gaze from his daughter to his table where few moments ago scroll was before it vanished. Sign his father answer before she speaks. I hope he is okay out there with Hinata-chan and meet with them before village find out he left the village. I hope so. But we already know that he will take care of himself, and now with Hinata-chan. I think he may already reach the border of Hai no Kuni and Kaminari no Kuni and may borrow the ship to reach that country in which his family is living right now. Stated Tucci while his daughter also nodding his head. Yes, he may go there because right now he have follow the requirement of the banishment, because if he not he may danger the life of Hinata if he stay in the element nations, because Kumo who take every chance to get their hand on the Hyuga member, especially the main house, and Hinata is one of them. If Kumo find out there is single member of main house of Hyuga clan out of the village and traveling with Kyuubi Jinchuriki is moving to their country, they will send larger amount of shinobi to capture both of them. It good thinking that Naruto leave the village before any one of them find out. Said AM with sad smile on her face, in which father put hand on her shoulder to confront her. In which AM silently thank her father. Yeah, and in few months lot of thing will go downhills in the village because they did was very bad thing. They not only banished the hero of the village, but also the person who brought many allies to join this village and country. When others villages and countries find out what this village do to Naruto who consider him as their hero, they will null every alliance they have with Konoha and Hai no Kuni. Said Tucci who know what going to happen to the village in few months, and when that happen village will no longer consider as a strong village in front of other villages. Yes, and in few years world will once again witness the power of great Uzumaki clan like they did all those years ago. Said AM in determined voice with his father also agree with her. Soon in few years everyone in the element nation will witness the power of the great Uzumaki clan. When Uzumaki clan show themselves in front of the world they will fear, afraid and pray to the Kami-sama that they will not be the one who face their wrath, because if they do then they will be wiped out from the face of the earth without even leaving its traces. Hokage Tower. In Hokage Tower various Chunin and Jonin are preparing for the event which is going to happen tomorrow, with village itself also preparing themselves. It's like they are preparing for some sort of festival. They decorate the Hokage Tower with various lights which is placed on the Hokage building, securing the flowers for tomorrow event and many more things. They look like full of energy right now if they see it right now. The event which they are preparing right now is banishment of village demon who is considering as the Kyuubi brat Aka Uzumaki Naruto. Most of the villagers don't like Naruto because he carries Kyuubi inside in the body, so they always hurt him every time they get the chance. They were manipulated by their beloved Sandaime Hokage, who always let them get away after they beat the Naruto, but no matter what if they try to kill him, they were always stopped by Sandaime. They always want Naruto to get out of the village after giving so many beating, but no matter what he stayed in the village but no anymore. Naruto got banished by the order of the Gandaime Hokage and the councils, which were also supported by the Fire Daimyo. They were happy that they don't have to tolerate him not anymore, because he will be thrown out of the village tomorrow and think that they will not see him in future. Right now villagers prepare themselves so they humiliate Demon Brat before he leave the village because they think that no one care about him, but they were wrong because there were some villagers who are not happy. They were the people who acknowledge him as a Naruto, not as Demon or Kyuubi Brat. But right now in Hokage Tower in Hokage office, Tsunade were sitting on Hokage chairs and counting all the money which she by sealing the tickets to the villagers to those who want to beat the Kyuubi Brat for the last time before he left the village. When she seals the ticket in morning almost every tickets were sells within the few minutes, even if the tickets were very costly, so she ordered more tickets which were soon put on seals when were present to the villagers. It was surprise for her to see that nearly everyone from the villager just wanted to get some piece of him before Demon left the village to the enemy lands, but she will not let him leave Demon like that. She was going to put him on the bingo book with kill on side order, along with higher amount of price on his head, so that he will not live his rest of his pathetic life happily. She was happy that she gained lot of amount of money from the brat. With that amount of money she can buy very high amount of sake, alcohol, for few years, and she guessed that she even get more of it after he left from the village, because when Naruto reached to 18 year his family account which is frozen by the Sandaime Hokage 12 year ago, when his parents were dead in Kyuubi attack, so that Danzo and civilian council will not take all the money for themselves, which is good think, because if Naruto find out that his parents left him huge amount money for him, he will take every ryo before he leave the village. Tsunade don't want to give Naruto his family possession because she thought that all that money were belong to her because Naruto mother humiliated her all those years ago in front of whole village. That is the main reason why she doesn't want to give his inheritance, and with that money she will use them for buying more sake and playing gambling. She doesn't know how fool she was thinking she outsmart Naruto, because Naruto outsmart him in everything, and she will pay the price all those things she did in future. She was so much in counting the money that she didn't hear her office windows open and someone just sit on the windows and looking before he cough a little to get her attention. When Tsunade hear the cough voice, she just swing her chair towards the sound and find out his office windows open and Jiraiya were sitting on the windows who looking at her happily. "Hey Haim, I'm back," said Jiraiya happily to Tsunade, who also happy to see him back before the festival is going to start. "Oh. Jiraiya, welcome back. I hope the mission which I give you 2 days ago was completed," asked Tsunade happily, which was responded by the smile before nodding his head. "Yes Haim, everything was already done. I already tell them about what going to happen through my spy network. They will know very soon and act before we know it. Also I even add all the detail on the bounty houses. Now all you have to do is issues new bounty book with new entry so that they will add them and they will pursue him every corner of the Element Nation. There is no place for him to hide," replied Jiraiya happily, which makes Tsunade even happier. "Thank you Jiraiya. You made my day more than happy. Then right now. I'll issue new bingo book in few days," said Tsunade, who happy that the mission which she give Jiraiya 2 days ago was completed and all she have to do now issues new bingo book and everything will go according to her plan. "You're welcome. Anything for you Haim," replied Jiraiya, then look at her table in which lot of money were on table, then look at Tsunade. "So where do you get this much money?" asked Jiraiya, who was surprised to see amount of the money on her table. Tsunade see this, he looking all those money, then to her who also do the same, then smile before she replied, "Oh. That. I got it from the villagers by selling all those ticket to the village. It looks like lot of people wanted to pay their farewell before he left the village," answered Tsunade before returning to counting her money. "Ooh oh. They paid that much so they can pay him back for all the pranks he do in the village. I also wanted to see them what they do when he leave the village," said Jiraiya, who has also wanted to get some payback from the brat for calling him Hiro-sanin in front of the village and all those hookers her played with him. "So how he's doing? Has anybody wanted to visit him in his apartment to beat him for hurting their precious Uchiha?" asked Jiraiya, who is thinking about so many people already paid their visit to Demon Kid and beat him to hurt their precious Uchiha. He may not like the Uchiha, but he surely not like Naruto. Well, some people already have before council forbids everyone to see him because out of Kakashi, nearly all of them support Demon in one way or another. Due to this I have to forbid everyone so that he will not get more supporters than he has right now. I even have to assign 4 more squads of Anbus along with Root Anbus, which is provided by Danzo and the elders, to secure Naruto's apartment so no one will meet him and he will not get out before his official banish," answered Tsunade to Jiraiya question while still counting her money. When Jiraiya hear that some people who paid their visit are those who support Naruto despite Sunday Ami and council want them to see him as demon who reborn from QB into human so that they will not support him, but it's look like he may get some supports from few people. But he happy that Kakashi paid his visit and said many ill words before he leave him it in his sorry states. Jiraiya accepts Tsunade action so that Naruto will not gain more supporters than he is right now, because if he gain more then village will be on civil war in future, which he don't wanted. He already knows that Nara, Yamanaka, Akimichi, Hyuga and Kurama clan are fully supporting him along with some Jonin and Chunin. He just hope when Naruto leave the village everything back on track for before Yondaime became Hokage. Well, that's good decision Haim by stopping all those who may support the brat or they might do something which will affect us for the long run," said Jiraiya, to which Tsunade paid no mind. "So are you looking forward to tomorrow event?" asked Tsunade, which got smile on the Jiraiya face. "Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to see how village said their farewell to the demon brat," answered Jiraiya in his cheerful voice and show that how happy he is right now. "Before you go Jiraiya, I want you to seal the demon chakra completely for his rest of his life so that he can't use chakra to save his pathetic life if he come across our enemy ninjas," said Tsunade in his serious tone, to which Jiraiya thought about it for some time but got no idea because sealing some people chakra completely, which is very advanced skill in which only true sealing master can perform, which he is truly not. He can seal someone chakra or suppressed Biju chakra for some time but not completely. After thinking about so few minutes he signed before looking at Tsunade and said, "Well, I can seal his chakra with seal, but it's not permanent and even with the Goju Fuin 5-element seal, which only stay in his body for nearly 1 or 2 months, in which he can't access the QP chakra and his chakra control which mess up more than it's right now. If Sensei was here right now then can make those seals which you want to put on Naruto," answered Jiraiya in sad tone and become sad even more when Tsunade frowned about it after learning it. Tsunade then signed before looking at her desk and said then ready all those damn seal which you can and to put them on the demon which gives so edge against him when we are hunter ninja or bounty hunters find him and killed him before he know it. There is no way he can hide for long because he is a troublemaker and he got pranking side from the red hair fish of Uzumaki. Also after when he left the village you have to make some more seals which were given to the village guards. If Brat wants some revenge for us in future with the help of QB then we able to beat him with those seals. Ordered Tsunade, in which Jiraiya nodded his head because what Tsunade is said also true, surely he didn't attack the village with QB because there is some people who lived in the village are still care about him, but still he made those seals if he change his mind and take revenge from them in future, then those seals will stop him and also try to come up with new and advanced type of seals too. Stop Jinchuriki with minimum effort. Right away Haim. Said Jiraiya then left Tsunade in her office who's still counting all her money. Little did they know this will be the last time both of them see that much money before village economy crush because of all those foolish decision they take. Unknown location. Currently in the middle of a noon a person who is sitting on a double O circular shaped room with his desk facing the main door to his office and with large windows behind the desk so that he could look out the windows and over the small village which is surrounded by the various mountains. On both sides of the walls of the circular room in front of his desk were bookshelves filled with scrolls and books, as well as a small spiral stairs that allow him and all those people who authorized to enter this room to go to the platform of the second level of his bookshelves, as well as go to the balcony that was right above his desk. He was currently sitting there and reading scroll right now which contain important information which is happening outside those mountain range. He was going for another scroll when suddenly a scroll comes out with bright shine light on his desk. When he see the scroll he pick it up and starting to inspect the seal to find who sent this scroll. When he see blood seal on the scroll he immediately understand who sent this scroll and immediately bite his thumb and put some blood on the seal which open the scroll and start reading what is written inside of it. After some time when he finished reading the scrolls he was become anger but it didn't show on his face, but inside he was very angry. Soon he flares some of his chakra to call all of those who need to know about this and he was sure when they hear this they will become mad. Soon his office double door opened and 4 people come inside the office and door of office close itself. Man who is sitting on his desk signaled to his guards and leave him alone with his family to which guards left without further delay. When all the guards left the office he activate privacy seals along with reinforce seals so that no one listen the conversation which is about to happen and save his office which is going to be destroyed by some people from the group when they hear it. They look at the group and see that there were 3 females in which 2 women who is around mid-20 to late 25, one is young girls who is around 12 year and a young man who is around 15 or 16. He was signed and knows that this was going to be one hell of the meeting and try and put some smile on his faces. Thanks you for all you come in here on such a short notice. Started man who starts the conservation which caught every one of them off guard. They just hope everything alright because whenever he talks like that something bad happen. Honey is everything alright? Asked one woman who is concerned and want to find out if what happened and start to him talk like that. Yeah everything alright dear. Answered man who doesn't want to put him on the edge from the start of the meeting. But you don't sound like that. Said second woman. What do you mean I don't sound like that honey? Asked man who now getting nervous while curse himself for getting caught. Well 2 women glaring at him like he is some sort of stupid person who asking question to them. Well you always sound like that when something wrong happen you or about to happen. Again said the second woman which was noted by the others who also present in the office. I'm that easy to read guys? Asked man with deadpan voice while looking at them. Yes you are. Answered everyone with deadpan voice which made sweat drop it on the back of his head. He just shakes his head and with sign looking at them with serious look which made others serious as well. Well you are right. I just got latest information what happened in the Konoha. Said man which put every one of them on alert. What is Tucson asked young man which got man attention and who look at him then look at other. There is some kind of event are going to happen tomorrow in Konoha. Answered man which put everyone on the edge and they know whatever this event they are not going to like it. What is kind of event is going to happen tomorrow? Is this event related to us Tucson? Asked young girl who is looking at her father for some answer. She wanted to know what going on Konoha and how much it is going to affect them in coming future. Man looked at her young girl and saw that her daughter was concerned look on her face also his brother, well woman's look at him what this is all about. He sign again then take out scroll and look at them. The best thing is you read yourself. Said man the tosh the scroll towards them which is caught by the one of the female, then see the scroll then to him then scroll, then she open up the scroll. When she open up the scroll both young man and other female come to her and start reading from her shoulders. Dear friend. I hope you, your family and the clan are doing fine and also let you know that my daughter and I are alright. Also I'm sorry for unable to report you for last few months is because there is lot of thing happen in the village as well as element nations. There is something you may like, but there is lot of things you might not like it at the end of the report. So I'm going to let you know what happening after Naruto go to his first C rank mission, which you know turn into the A rank mission. First is same his sensei still not teaching him any jutsu, and all his time were focus on Uchiha brat who no think himself as a kami-sama, because he getting lot of attention not only from his team sensei, but in secret, he also getting some training from the Sandaime who no consider to let Uchiha to look for some jutsu from scroll of ceiling. But Naruto doing all his training in secret training ground which no one but we know about it. Second, the Chunin exam is going to be on Konoha because of this council wants all the rookies team take exam, if not the Uchiha team. All rookie senseis along with Guy are letting their team to enter the Chunin exam, but tell you the truth, no one ready except Guy team because they were trained more than years and they are quite good team if you ask me. They were able to pass first test which we all know is written test which was conducted by Marino Ibiki, who was head of torture and interrogation department by Naruto, who used some inspired speech which give inspirations to other genin. Then their second protector was Mitarashi Anko, which is held on training ground 44, Aka Forest of the Death for scroll test. Well test maybe went well if Snake-san and Orochimaru also didn't take the exam in disguised and give one of his crush mark to Uchiha, also snake-basted, gives Naruto Goju Fuin seal and one hell of beating so that he can't tap to Kyuubi-sama power and don't cause any more interference in his future plans. After they survived 5 days they made to the tower. Then prelims were held in which Uchiha, Aburami Shino, Kenkuro from the Suna, Tamari from the Suna, Nara Shikamaru, Hyuga Niji, Gaara from the Sand, Dosu from the Sound, and Naruto who passed his test who beat Inuzuka Kiba without even showing any of his skills. They decide with who face in the finals which was held in 1 month break. Naruto opponent was Niji who tried to kill his own cousin sister Hinata when he won the match but was stopped by the other team senseis. Naruto then come to the ground and help her to get into the stretcher and then swear Hinata blood oath to beat the crap out of Niji in front of everyone. He left for do some serious training for 2 reasons. First to complete his oath to beat the crap out of Niji and second to prepare himself to fight his future enemy who will show themselves in due time. But before he goes Sandaime send Jiraiya the Toad Sannin Aka known as Iro Sannin, named by Naruto himself, to keep an eye on him, so he goes like the way he do back his academy days and only learn summoning toads by signing Toad's contract and try to relearn his water walking exercise. Also try to help him to tapping Kyuubi-sama power and nothing more. After month finals have come and Naruto fight Niji where he beat him without even show his bloodline for some reason which I don't know why, but whatever reason it is, I think it good decision, because when Uchiha and Gaara fight come to end, village was invaded by the Odo and Suna. Their trump card is Gaara Kid because he was Jinchuriki of Shukaku the Ichibi, but beat by Naruto himself. Soon village ninja able to defend themselves and push remaining enemy ninja out of the village, but suffer heavy casualty. Sandaime also die fighting against Orochimaru, who is disguised as Yondaime Kizukage. Sandaime last act is seal away Orochimaru hand in Shinigami stomach and take away the ability to use hands and well as his jutsus. After that Naruto was again going to resume his training, but Jiraiya confront him and take him with him to find Tsunade the Slug Sannin. During that time Jiraiya teach him Rasengan which take him nearly 1 year to master it, but Naruto able to master it nearly in 1 week, also win a bet against Tsunade, who give him Shodaime necklace. After that they were confronted by the Orochimaru and his right-hand man Kabuto and fight which they able to push them back and let them retreat. After they back to village after some time when they completely heal from their battle. After that Tsunade become Gondaime Hokage and follow Hiruzen footstep and promote only Nara Shikamaru for his strategy which he used in Chunin exam as well as time on the invasion, but they don't promote Naruto for 2 reasons. First if he promoted then he will no longer under control of Kakashi, who only used him as a way to make Uchiha strong than the others and make Uchiha think that he is stronger and invisible than any of his age group. He also let Uchiha beat Naruto in spar and don't signal fight is finished until Naruto get Kakashi satisfied. During those spar he let Uchiha use ninjutsu on Naruto while forbidden Naruto to use Kage Bushin no Jutsu, Shadow Clone, to make clone and any others ninjutsu if he know, so he only option left is to fight him against Jutsu to defend himself. Second if Naruto get promoted then he will put up with different team which is can organized by the Jonin commander where Naruto might learn so many thing which the council don't want. If he learns more of the skill, then Naruto became more and more powerful by doing this they unable to under control on him which they all afraid. When Naruto denied for getting promotions then he decided that he show his power bit by bit in missions. Do this all those missions he takes with his team are complete with flying colors and also gain alliance for the village which will be finalized in year to make village stronger. They were agree those alliance because Naruto was the one who impressed all them with his performance, but village see that Uchiha is the one who get those alliances from the different villages and country, even Kakashi is the one let Uchiha all those fame and glory, which was done by the Naruto to Uchiha. I don't know why, but he has some serious issue from kid or more importantly from you guys. When Naruto decides show his little power it led different reactions from Team 7 and the council. Well Kakashi and pink-haired Banshee who's still unable to see that Naruto show more and more power in all those mission because they always ignore him while they keep focus on the Uchiha while Uchiha also see that Naruto is getting stronger than him slowly which irritate him to no end. Some high council member also see that he was getting stronger slowly and now catching up to with Uchiha and soon he will become more powerful in near future. Nearly 3 weeks ago, when Uchiha was hospitalized who getting injured on last mission when Naruto paid visit while Banshee who sit on Uchiha's sides like lost puppy. During that time Uchiha challenged Naruto for duel which Naruto was trying to avoid, but due to Uchiha keeps demanding he agree to fight. They reach on hospital rooftop and start fighting, but it turned out very bad because their fight was turning to death match. If Kakashi don't interfere during their fight when they were using big guns they will hurt each other pretty badly. After that he give lecture to both of them, but his lecture is more specific to Naruto if I'm right. Then next day we find out Uchiha defect to the village to join Orochimaru for gaining power because he think if he stay in the village, he will not able to take his revenge from the Fukagu, who was Uchiha Sasuke father for killing his clan. We find out Nara Shikamaru, Akimichi Choji, Inuzuka Kiba, Aburami Shino and Naruto were sent after him to bring him back without killing him. They were fight with Orochimaru elite guard Sound 5 separately and able to beat them with backup as Rock Lee and Gaara and his siblings. During that their fight with Sound 5 some members were such as Choji, Neji and Kiba were injured badly and brought them back for treatment. While Naruto keep chasing after Uchiha and catch up to him on Valley of the End where Naruto try to talk to Sasuke about his decision to join the Orochimaru but he don't listen to him. Sasuke again try to fight Naruto but this time to kill him. Naruto have to hold back lot of his strength to bring him back alive with minimum injuries. Naruto able to beat Uchiha but get lot of injuries, while Uchiha get very less injured. When Naruto brought him back he thought he will get acknowledgement from the village, but got none from the villagers, while he gets some acknowledgement from the ninja. When he entered the village with Uchiha they take him to the hospital for healing their injuries, but Tsunade gives strict order that no one is allowed to heal Naruto, while she and other doctor focus on healing Uchiha. When we hear that he completed his mission, we rush to see him, but hospital staffs not allow us to see him. We later find out that Tsunade also order the hospital staff that no one allows to visit the Naruto or they will face punishment. Naruto heal himself with QB Sama Chakra after that he leave hospital, but before he leaves he visits his teammate Uchiha and try to reason with him, but Uchiha don't listen him. After that he leaves his hospital to his apartment to take some rest. Next day he goes to his team meeting spot for his other teammate and his sensei. After waiting for some time his Banshee appear. When Naruto see her he try to start his civil some sort of conversation with her, but she sucker punch on Naruto face and start beat hell out of him. Naruto don't even lift a finger against her. After Banshee beat her she said lot of awful thing to Naruto, but Naruto don't even retaliate one. When she leaves he sit there for long time, but before he think to go anywhere he was council summon him. When he got there he asked why they summon him. They tell him it about Uchiha retrieval mission. They were asked him detail what happened on the retrieval mission in which he tell everything what happened. After that civilian council try to false charges on Naruto, but Ino Shikacho, Hiashi and Ankai are only member who take his side, but rest of them are with civilian council. They soon agree for Naruto banishment because they were unable to keep him under their control, as well as they don't want to feel the wrath of S-rank, missing Nin's organization Akatsuki, who may try to come for Naruto in future. Well they take vote Jiraiya show himself when Tsunade call him where whole council learn here's in plans for Naruto to make him village weapons. After that they terminate Naruto's Toad contract. After that he was banished from the Konoha as well as Hai no Kuni as well as their allies. After that they place him house arrest in his apartment for 1 week because Naruto still got 1 week before official banished. Day after the council meeting we meet him before Naruto getting himself ready to leave the village without village even knowing. When we get there and listening his side of story we find out how much dark this village becomes since Shodaime and Nidaime time or this village is always be dark. I don't know. After that everyone were about to say goodbye, but Kakashi come and said lot of awful thing to him, but Naruto don't care what he said. After that we all take our leave. Day after that Neji come to our shop and tell us that Naruto leaves the village, but he doesn't leave the village alone. Hinata also leave the village. He tell me that before he left the village he was secretly summoned by the Hiashi where he meet Hiashi and her daughter Hinata, Ino Shikacho, Ankai, as well as her niece Yakumo also there. Ieyashi asked Naruto a favor to save Hinata for the elders because they were going to brand her to cage bird seal and throw her to branch family where she becomes slave to them or even worse. Naruto agreed to help her as well. He said that he will repay them for those entire things they did for help him. After that he left the village by using Hyuga secret passage to out of the village without even knowing them. If I was right about Naruto, one thing is that he will try to leave the Element Nation as soon as possible. He is right now heading towards the border between Hai no Kuni and Kaminari no Kuni where he just have to wait for his transport. So I suggest you meet with him before he do something hash. Also I'm sorry that I can't help Naruto as I want because if I help him any more then Sandayami will take some kind of action against me and my daughter which I don't want. I hope you will understand my point of view my friend. Also we hope that he will alright and take care himself. Also we hope that Naruto get lot stronger than he is right now. When he became stronger than everyone on the Element Nations as well as world must be ready for the return of the Uzumaki and Namikaze clan as well as Rakuto Sennin, Sage of Six Paths. Your friend. Gucci Ichiraku. When they read the scroll they become very angry what it is written inside in it. They can't believe it what they just learned from the scroll. The Konoha which is considered the stronger village in the Element Nations, the one which they know for their caring their comrade and their loved ones that they sacrificed themselves for their loved one's safety, the one who treated everyone on the village like family, the one village no matter what happened, but they will stick together helping each other when they really need help. But it was all lies. When they finished reading scroll they know something that Konoha is not the village they look up when they were youngs. This is not the village they respect when they were young. This is not the village they will do anything in order to save them. That village is nothing more than hollow to its former glory, and villagers as well as ninja population as well some clans were become more and more ignorant, asshole, hypocrite, bastards and many more things. They were so angry at the villagers because those bastards just got the nerve to hurt the boy for last 12 years because he is orphan. No. They hurt him because this boy is Jinchuriki of the QB, which village see him as a weapon who is submit to their will, but the boy never submit to them and do whatever they want. So they beat him, torture him and don't feed him any food so that he can maintain its health. Hell they even went so far that they even sabotage its training when he tried to become the ninja. Then learn that village leader is the one behind those entire things happen to the boy because he approves it. But more importantly he got banished from the village for what because he complete his mission and fear to S-rank missing nins will come after them to get the boy. They all come out from their thought when they see the young girl who can't read the scroll because she is not from their height while looking at them worry. She was worried because whatever they read in the scroll, it made them very angry and they subconsciously release Kai which make her uncomfortable around them, but she hold up because she have lot of training which is giving by her father, mothers, brothers as well as others from the clan, which is paying up the price right now. They then try to control themselves by taking few deep breaths. After some time they will able to calm down to the level so they can't hurt young girls, after that they turn their gaze towards the young man who is now standing in front of them looking at them as well. They didn't say anything for few minutes, but young girls who looking all of them curiously because on her opinion they were having serious conversion in their eyes. After some time women who still have scroll in her hand is the first one broke the silent. Is it true what it written in the scroll? Asked women who hope that whatever she read in the scroll is not true, because if it is true then Konoha are going to hell to pay. Man didn't say anything, but after some time he takes sign and look at them and nod his head. Yes. The entire thing you read in the scroll is true. Man confirms it. Konoha Council just banished Naruto near the 5 days ago, but he already left the village with Hinata 4 days ago and right now heading towards the border between Hai no Kuni and Kaminari no Kuni and get the ship which take them to the Karakul Island which is under our control right now in 1 week and another for reaching them to the Harjan port. Finished man then looking at young man. Son I want you go to the Karakul Island with your best mens and meet up with Naruto-kun and Hinata-chan and bring them here. While you're doing this I want you meet you with the spy and who will see you in 2 weeks on Harjan port but he didn't tell us where he meet us, you just have to find him on your own. Remember that spy has the information regarding the missing children of the clan and civilian as well as the information on enemy base camp. Said man which young man nodding his head. You don't have to worry about it too san. I arrange my best men and leave tonight to meet up with Naruto-kun and his girlfriend Hinata-chan. I already have fleets on standby orders because of recent attack of pirates on city near the ocean. I take best of the ship which is fast enough to reach within 4 days or at least and don't worry about Spy 2-san you know I will find him and find out who is responsible behind all these kidnapping. Young man said after that he left the room quickly for Karakul Island to meet up with Naruto and Hinata. Well that's taking care of all we have to do is just wait for him to come back with Naruto-kun and Hinata-chan and hope everything is just fine. Man said and then looks towards the windows where he can see the village that people doing various activity without care in the world. Do-san, why Naruto Nai-san is banished from the Konoha? Asked young girl who looking her father to find some answer why her brother banished from the village. Man and both women looking towards the girl who is looking at them for answer. Before man can said anything, women who don't have scroll in her hand answer it first. Well sweetie, the thing is Naruto is banished from the Konoha because he hurt their precious Uchiha who leave the village to join the S-rank missing nin for the power. Naruto was on the retrieval team along with his classmates and he fights him on the Valley of the End. Naruto defeat the Uchiha without even showing his real strength in the fight and bring Uchiha back to the village. After some time they summon him to council chambers and banished him not because he hurt the last Uchiha of the Konoha, but also there is group of S-rank missing nins are after Naruto and they wanted to save themselves from them. That's why they banished him from the village. Answer a woman who is still angry at Konoha for what they did to Naruto. When girl hear this she can't believe it what she hear. They just banished him for doing his job. They banished him because there is group is after Naruto and if he stays in the village longer then they will attack the village and kill those who get in the way to capture Naruto. They thought without him on the village those missing ninja will not attack them on the village and they will be saved from them. Don't worry sweetie. If they don't banish Naruto from the village then he will soon leave the village because from what I learned from the scroll that Naruto do lot of thing in short career as a Konoha ninja and they don't even acknowledge his work. They give all those credit to the Uchiha and think that he is the one who brought all those alliances and treaty. Naruto even saved the village from during Otosuna invasion, but they think it was Uchiha who did it. They even stop his promotion Naruto because they thought if he promoted to Chunin, then he will learn important something in future and become more and more powerful. The more powerful Naruto become it will even more difficult for them to control him. Man said to young girl because when she hears about Naruto and what they did she becomes angry. After listening her father explanation she calmed down. So Nai-san really leave the village if things is going on like this? She asked, in which her parents nod their heads. It means that I'll spend more and more time with him and his girlfriend, correct? This time they smile and again nod. Great, I can't wait to see them and train with them to become more and stronger. It has been 2 years since I see him. She was happy that she can see her brother and spend lot of time with him. She will train with him and become more powerful in future. She even wanted to help her clan and people with brother by his side. She always wanted to help him as she can but know that Naruto is more powerful than her and he will do anything in his power to help her. She even wanted to join him when he was on Konoha, but Naruto stopped her and said that it was danger for her to stay in the village and tell her that if she stay with him, then he have to show his real strength to the village and it will only create more problem not for him and her, but all those their precious people to them which they don't wanted. Do this her father makes decision that they will not come to him anymore because the more time they spend with him, the more danger from them to stay hidden in the village without attracting ambush. After that they leave him on the village. They will only contact with each other with spy which was planted by her father and clan long ago. So what do you think, honey? What will happen to the Konoha when everyone in the Element Nation finds out what Konoha did to the Naruto and more specifically when all those allies find out what they did to their hero? Asked first women to her husband who then think about it, what will happen to village after what they done? After think about a few minutes he then look over to the first women. Well, if everyone village find out what happened, then they will break their alliance and treaty with the Konoha and fire daimyo for what they done to their village hero. They will become weak in future without their allies backing them up and lose lot of amount of client if you ask me, and because of that they will no longer consider them as the strongest village in the Element Nations. I even bet that Orochimaru will launch some attack in near future to destroy the Konoha, even Iwa is also joining with him. But that will not happen right now. If my assumption was right then it will happen in around 10 years from now. Man answer her wife question. When everyone hears his answer they will agree with him because Konoha doesn't even know how royally fuck up situation is going to happen in near future. They not only banished Naruto, but also they are also losing their allies in future because whenever Naruto is out of the village, he always left lot of influence on clients and because of him all of those clients are allied with Konoha and even set up the treaty with him, but Konoha think that they get all those treaty and allies with Uchiha Sasuke. You're right, honey. It is most like happen what you said. I even bet the council is going to do very stupid move which would bite their ass in near future. First woman said. But suddenly she got punch on her head by second woman who looking at her angry. Will you control your mouth? There is still young girl present in here. Second woman said and angrily to other women. First woman rub her head with her right hand while closing her left eye and while her tongue slightly out of her mouth and said one word sorry. Girl and man both laugh at the duo for their behavior. Soon everyone calmed down and then they all move over to the office windows and looking over the village. They can't wait to see the Naruto and Hinata. 1 week on Karakul Island. Naruto and Hinata along with one more person with them are wearing the white cloak to cover their body and their face were covered by the hoods so people can't identify them even if they want to see their face. They were all present on the deck because few minutes ago Captain announces that they near the Caracol Island. When they hear this they rush to the deck to see what island look like because for past week they hear from the crew that island is beautiful, then the other island in western continent. They also find out that this island is present between the Yuzu no Kuni, land of whirlpool, and western continent. They also hear it from the crew that this island is hold the lifeline between the east and west part of the continent. They also find out that whoever have the control of this island he or she held lot of power in ocean than any other group because whenever ship wants to travel from the east to west side of the continent they have to stop in this island for resupply. When they were near the island they find out there were lot of ships surrounding the island. Those ships were not any kind of normal ship, those were the warships. Those warships are even far advanced than the warship on Element Nations. Soon they were arrived at the dock where they see many civilian ships which unloading passenger and there all the supplies and some warships are also there for supplies. When they arrive they leave the ship with others people who were traveling with them on the ship because they don't know where they have to go, so they follow those people. Soon they arrive at checkpoint and find that there were a lot of security guards were present there. They see that half of them were the samurai while rest of them are the ninja. The samurai are all dressed in black uniform under their samurai armor. Samurai armor consists wear the segmented plate armor that covers the shoulders, chest, stomach and lower back, upper back, lower sides and things. Their armor appears to be heavy, but it is not because they were seals placed on the armor for weight and the hardening to strength the armor to provide better defense. What caught in their eyes was dressed in two type of armor. Those were silver and gold. Those who wear silver are called low-ranking officers, while golden armor is the senior officers. The ninja are all dressed in dark purple long-sleeve shirts and anbu pant with kunai pouch strapped around their thigh, a red flak jacket which contains 3 ninja pouches on each side of the chest, a neck guard, extra padding over the shoulders, provide extra protection, metal guards and gloves, 3 ninja pouches on their back waist and zipper down the middle. Imagine Konoha flak jacket but in red in color without use a Shigaku symbol on their back. Every one of them has katana on their back. Welcome to the Caracol Island. Please remove your hoods, shows your identification ID cards, tell your name and state your business in here. Asked one ninja to Naruto group. Naruto and others nod their heads and shows their ID cards, after that Naruto remove his hood first soon followed by the Hinata and lastly by the woman who is around 15. She is beautiful and exotic woman who had long blonde hair slightly more pale than Naruto and tied back in ponytail, she had cat-like slit eyes with a perfect shade of sky blue, her body is still covered in white clock, which don't show anything what she wearing inside it. Naruto come forward and bow his head slightly, then look at the ninja for answering his question. Good day sir. My name Naruto Uzumaki and these are my friend Hinata Hyuga. Naruto pointing at Hinata, who is nod his head and Yujito Nai. Then pointing at Yujito who also nod his head. We're from the Element Nations. We're here to meet up with someone from our family member who lives in her for long time. Answered Naruto to which got ninja as well as some more guards curious as well. Oh. Who are they? Can you tell their name? Ninja asking question to Naruto. He asking him this question because it very uncommon from them people come from the Element Nation to visit here because who on his right mind come here and all the place in the western continent who is currently stayed in war since the Rakuto Sennin. Before Naruto answered his question there is another voice cut him. That would be me. Answer come behind the ninja. All of them look at who said that and find that there is young man who is look like standing in there. He is around 16 or 17 who had raven hair which was pulled back in a low ponytail and jaw-length bangs framing either side of his faces. He has black onyx eyes which radiating lot of power in them. He dress same as ninja and also wear the black trench coat with red flames around the bottom. Hello, Naruto-kun. Said man with small smile. Hello, Itachi Nai-san. Reply Naruto. The end. So how was this part? I hope you like it. And if you like it share this part with your friends and like the video too. And don't forget to subscribe our channel for daily awesome fanfiction. Okay it's time for me to go. Bye bye.